Well, Kjærete everybody. Welcome to another Hellenic Pagan video. This one being number 24. Hellenic Pagan videos are brought to you by the Hellenic Pagan Authority, and it's coming directly from Larissa, Greece. My name is Evangelos Regakis, or Evan Regakis, and I am your administrator. This video is actually, I've been looking forward to doing this because I get to start it off with this. Welcome to the dark side. I love that. Always wanted to do that. I'm sorry. It wasn't necessary, but for me, well. Okay, the title of this video is pronounced NEKROMANTEION, and it means literally the Oracle of the Dead. NEKROMANTEION was also the name they gave to the structure that housed the Oracle. Mainstream academics calls it the Temple of Necromancy, but, well, whatever. Let's see here. Yeah. Before there was the Oracle of Delphi, there was the Oracle of the Dead. Though mainstream academics place the age of the NEKROMANTEION in the late Bronze Age, 14th century BCE in Greece, still its age is considered indeterminable. They are considered the first oracles, traced back to when we lived in caves. So, of course, this is just logical tracing. I mean, there's no actual evidence like the 14th century structure, but still, that's really, I mean, that was the initial need of the oracle, was to contact the dead, your ancestors and whatever. A NEKROMANTEION is found at the entrance to the underworld. In Roman mythology, they call this the Plutarchion or something like that. Basically, an entrance to the underworld was a very large cave, very large and deep cave. We count, I've counted in my research 4 NEKROMANTEION that have survived the years, which have been able to locate through our mythology as well. The most renowned NEKROMANTEION is the NEKROMANTEION of Acheron. It's located on the banks of the Acheron River near the ancient city of Ephyra, which was first settled in the late Bronze Age, 14th century, blah, blah. Ephyra in the state of Epirus, or how do they say it in Epirus, something like that in English. In Greek, it's Epiro. That's actually northwest coastline of mainland Greece. Actually, not very far from here, about 3 hours from here. Larissa, meaning. It is thought this particular NEKROMANTEION, Acheron, this is where they say Odysseus descended into the underworld to find his way home. It's debatable, and there's a lot of archaeologists and historians that are debating this whole region. nevertheless, we have the evidence that, okay, and whether or not Odysseus actually did go there is not, it's not as far-fetched as it might seem, but he could have gone to at least two other NEKROMANTEION on his way to Acheron. I mean, he was passing by two entrances before he actually got up to Acheron. So, again, that's all part of the debate, and it's ongoing, so we're not really sure. Okay, so there is also the NEKROMANTEION of Argolis, situated in northeastern Peloponnese, near Corinth. The famous city that is just outside of Corinth, called Argos. A lot of things happen in Argos. Then there is the NEKROMANTEION of Tenaron. Now, Tenaron, it's situated at the Temple of Poseidon, at the Mani Peninsula. This is the southernmost point of the Peloponnese. The Peloponnese goes into like three little fingers sort of thing, and this one would be the tip of the middle one. No, I won't do that. But yeah, this finger right here. All right, okay, Peloponnese, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. This is where the story says that Hercules fought Cerberus, which in English we call him Cerberus. Anyways, the three-headed dog of Hades, and this is where Hercules apparently fought him and brought him down to the underworld at Tenaron. It's funny that the Temple of Poseidon is called NEKROMANTEION Poseidon. The actual NEKROMANTEION is, it's basically, the temple is up on a hill, because it ends in a big hill and a cliff to the sea. But the NEKROMANTEION is supposedly like right beside it, underneath it, sort of. Go there and find out. Finally, the NEKROMANTEION of Iraklia Pondiki, located at the eastern point of ancient Thrace, present-day region of Bithynia in Turkey. This is where they say Orpheus descended into the underworld to bring back his wife Eurydice. Eurydice, I guess, in English. Okay, so the NEKROMANTEION was accessible to everyone. You don't, it wasn't something just for the rich and the elite or anything like that. Everybody used to go there, and this is where they went to come to contact, to talk with their ancestors. There's a couple of stories. There was one story that said this wealthy landowner, his wife died, and he had buried some sort of gold or treasure somewhere on his property, but it was his wife that actually buried it and never told him where she buried it. And all of a sudden the wife got killed or died, whatever. And the guy freaks out and he sends one of his servants down to the first NEKROMANTEION that I was telling you about, to ask the oracle to contact the wife to tell him where she hid the gold. And there's a real good anecdote and a lesson in that. I can't remember exactly. I should have looked it up somewhere. But anyways, he never found the gold. But I thought it was quite comical. Anyways, okay, let's continue. Okay, consulting the Oracle of the Dead, the seeker would have to take part in a ritual. The ritual had slight variations depending upon the NEKROMANTEION, but be that as it may, the ritual begins by the seeker consuming a meal of pork and broad beans, giant beans, big ass beans, barley bread, oysters, as well as, this is the best part, a narcotic compound, right? Okay, so the term narcotic, of course, originally referred medically to any psychoactive compound with numbing or paralyzing properties. Most likely this would have been a mixture of honey wine and mandrake, which grows, of course, wild in many regions of Greece. Mandrake is I'm sure a lot of you know, mandrake is actually a potato, and it's poisonous. But if taken in small doses, can produce hallucinogenic, you get wasted. And this is basically what oracles would do. Like the Oracle of Delphi, they were saying that she was burning Daphne leaves, but really there was this gas that was coming up through the cracks of the cave where she was giving the oracles, and she was she was wasted. And I'm just having fun, okay? Relax. Okay, so after the meal, there would be a cleansing ritual and the sacrifice of a goat or lamb, but usually it was a goat. They would then descend through a series of meandering corridors, leaving offerings as they passed through a number of iron gates and into a very large chamber. The offerings they were honey cakes and or libations. The oracle, usually a priest, meaning male, which is a little bit of an oddity, but the oracle would then pose the names and questions of the seekers. The oracle would then reply by chanting prayers, while ghosts would rise from the floor and begin to fly through the chamber, screaming and making a lot of noise. Now, the chamber had a double floor and double walls where it was filled with priests, assistant, whatever you want to call them. Those in the floor were hooked up to theatrical cranes allowing them to fly through the air, or seemingly fly through the air. Those in the walls had large stick-like bats and would scream and pound the walls with their sticks and make a lot of noise, all reminiscent of ghosts, you know, because that's what they were doing. So, and that's how they got their messages. First of all, I would have been terrified, scared out of my tree, hearing all these noises, and at the same time straining to hear the oracle giving the answers to your requests. It's a little bit, you know, a little. I don't know. I wouldn't have gone. I know that. I wouldn't have paid any money. Okay, so here's a real nice oddity, and I'm going to close with this. Okay. Of course, Delphi wasn't the only place that had an oracle. But whenever we would think of oracles, they were always a female, because females were more sensitive or more psychic or more open or what have you. The oddity is that every oracle of the dead that had been known, they were all males. So, and this is the original oracle, and they were males. It's something to think about, right? So, anyways, this is basically what research I've done on this NEKROMANTEION. I have a little fetish, if you haven't been able to tell, with death and skulls everywhere and stuff like that. But so this is my absolute favorite video. If you want to know more about this, please comment, you know, underneath. If you like the video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you on a next adventure, which I haven't really come up with yet, but I'll think about it. I'll come up with something good. Okay, people, thank you for watching until the end. Have a great time.